Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Planet Build. And thanks again for tuning in at Willow Grove. This is part 10, and in today's video, we're going to do a mini tour of the fully completed Neon District area. Although this is just a small area within my Willow Grove park, this place has so much to offer. We got 3 indoor attractions, we got 1 coaster, we got dozens of shops, and we got so many lights and screens in this area. And I can't wait to show you guys this. So stay tuned, because after the intro, we're going to see what this place has to offer. Okay, so let's get this thing started. My name is Wesley, aka Planet Build, and I will be your tour guide today in this mini tour of our Neon District area. Now we're going to start our tour in this small little park over here, because this is the park that actually connects the rest of Willow Grove to the Neon District area. And just a small side note up front is that my main language isn't English. I'm from Holland, my main language is Dutch, so don't mind me if I sometimes have a little bit trouble with finding the right words, or having some bad pronunciations or bad grammar, stuff like that. And I usually don't do any of these tours. It's okay when I do a small speed build video, but not a tour like this. So don't mind that one. Just enjoy the tour of Neon City and get inspired by everything that you see in today's tour. Now, this area cost me about roughly 80 to 90 hours over the last 6 or 7 weeks to create. And it actually was inspired at first by the game Cyberpunk 2077. I played that game a couple of years ago and I liked that theming. And while I was brainstorming for the next area, which I'm going to create for Willow Grove, I was like, can I do a Cyberpunk inspired area? And that's when I still thought, okay, this will be fun. But actually when I was halfway, I was like, oh, what did I actually started? But eventually, I'm so happy with this area. I'm so proud. I challenged myself in building things that I never built before. And that's probably one of the main reasons that I want to showcase this in a mini tour. This is just a second area for my Willow Grove park, but in my opinion, it's such an amazing area, and I just wanted to make a small mini tour on this one, just to get you guys inspired and let you guys see what you can create with this game. And I'm definitely going to upload this to the workshop so that you can play it and download it for yourself, or download it and play it for yourself. Use the things that you want to use from this area. And I also would like to hear your opinion on this area. Any feedback would be great to hear. Any improvements on this area would be great to hear, and yeah, we'd love to hear it all. We're going to start today's tour in the WGPD Flight Patrol attraction over here, which is our drop tower. But before we're going to do that, a small sidestep over here to our counter over here. And what I always attempt to do, especially in a city like this, when you're building some facades, is that you're having that you're not making a flat facade, but there are always buildings where you can actually enter, or which you can actually enter, but also have something in display like this one over here. So just to give it a little bit more detail and not one flat facade. It's actually not walkable, but it's just there for the detail. Now let's just go ahead and enter our WGPD patrol flight. We got some toilets over here as well, just tucked away in this corner over here. This is the first attraction which we're going to ride, and I made these doors over here just to block off all natural sunlight coming into this attraction. And it's actually kind of busy in here by the looks of it. Let's just hop on down. It already started, right? Let's just, can we still enter it? Yeah, we can still enter it. I'm switching to seat 14 because that gives you the best view of our city. And if I'm correct, we're still going up. Oh no, it's finished. I'm going to speed up a little bit so that we can write it from the start. Yeah, there it goes. There's not much scenery on the inside. I'm just going for the view on this one. And that looks amazing. If I would give myself some feedback on my builds, is that I can do a little bit more on the inside. For example, on this attraction. So I'm always improving on the things that I build. Now, that's it for the WGPD patrol flight. Let's head on over out of the exit, and that will bring you into a whole nother section of our Neon District, which is the plaza. And this is actually the heart of our Neon District area. And I think I'm not yet said that there are over 100 of these TV screens all running different types of movies, mostly from the in-game shops. I'm not allowed to use any custom images because this is actually a park for the Willow Grove contest. So I'm not going to use any custom images for this park. And this plaza is a little bit Asian inspired, mostly because of the Haya sushi restaurant over here. And one of the things that I was so happy with and had so much fun creating are these little murals that you see over here, these pixel art murals. And this one has, I thought it was 256 different items. These are the spotlights which are in the game. And if you downsize them to 50%, then connect them to each other, search up some images on Google of pixel art, then you can create everything that you want just by ticking on the right pixels and just changing the colors in that one. And this lights up at night perfectly. So this is the perfect thing that you can use in a Neon District area. And this is probably one of the things that you can use in your own park if you want to use it. Just download the park or this area in the workshop, and this will definitely be uploaded as a separate park. It has over 30,000 pieces in total, so it's too large to upload as a blueprint. So therefore I'm going to upload it as a separate park. Now over here we got Haya Sushi. Now you may have seen this restaurant in one of my earlier videos, but this is a 2-level seated restaurant, but also with a outdoor terrace. Now you get some nice views of the city while you're on the terrace, but also while you're sitting inside. Now this is the first level seating, and I love the second level seating, or I would actually sit in here because this gives you a nice view, almost a 360 view of the Neon District area. And also, what is a sushi restaurant without some live fish in it? So we got 2 aquariums in this one. Now, if you like my tour, you will probably also like my Sunshine Scandinavia tour, which is one of my best viewed videos so far, and also a complete park that I built in the beginning of Planet Coaster 2. I'm going to put it at top right now. So if you like that one, or if you have not yet seen that one, be sure to check that one out, because that's a park which I fully covered, a sandbox, and has over 140,000 pieces. So quite happy with that park. This is actually the second park I'm working on, the Willow Grove Park. Now, like I said, I made a lot of murals, mostly for this plaza area over here. And one of my favorite is, of course, the koi fish over here. It has over 2,500 different spotlights, all recolored, just to make sure that this looks like a koi fish. And this lights up at night perfectly. And this is probably one of the best shots that I can get of today's mini tour. I'm going to check that one later while it's lighting up at night. Then we're going into the Lost Aquarium, and this Lost Aquarium also has the third pixel art mural over here. It's hard to see because of the sunlight, but at night it lights up perfectly in pink. First of all, we got a viewing point over here for the Lost Aquarium coaster, but also we're going to ride it first because this is the entrance, and then afterwards we're going to do the viewing point. Because if you not have yet seen this this Lost Aquarium coaster, you'll be in for a surprise, because we get a whole different... I'm going to enter it quickly. Yeah, because we got a whole different world behind this facade. And while I was building this was actually before the pirate and the fantasy theme came out with the last update, update 6. And there's only one thing I've added for this coaster, which comes with the pirate theme, and that is the Kraken. And you're definitely going to spot that one, because that's the best spot to actually put the Kraken, which is in front, over here in front of our onboard photo opportunity. And this Kraken fits perfectly within the theming, because I wanted to create a Lost Aquarium theming with lots of fish. And yeah, the Kraken just fits perfectly within that theming. And it's also purple, and you cannot recolor the Kraken, but I started building this with all those pink and purple flowers, so it fits perfectly. And that is the Lost Aquarium coaster. Now let's just go ahead and check out that onboard photo, because like I said, that was in front of our Kraken over there. So that's probably the best spot that I can put my onboard photo camera. Also with the water sprinklers surrounding the track on the backside over there. Now on the left side over here, you got the Alien Escape attraction, and this one is the one we're going to ride at nighttime, because this also gives you a nice view of our Neon District City at night. Also, a thing that I created a lot with the resort light posts are these murals over here. These are different than the koi fish mural over there. But these also light up at night, similar to this one over here with the noodles in it. Now over here, we're going for our next thing that we're going to do is the Vault 402, and that's actually the biggest gift shop that I ever built in my Planet Coaster 1 and Planet Coaster 2 career. I put all possible gift shops and shops within one building and call it the Vault 402. But before we're going to do that, over here you got a nice seating for our Hot Dog Squad and Chief Beef. We got some toilets over on the left side here. And just to give the guests the illusion that this is actually not the last thing that they're going to see from the Neon City District, and to give the illusion that there's also an expansion coming in the future, I made this little scene over here where the troopers are actually cutting down some trees, just to make sure that maybe in the future there will be more streets over on this side and more buildings. And that's, I think, a perfect way to block off this area over here, but also the area which is on the left side of the other side of the Neon District area. Now the streets are actually walkable, as you can see over there from those guys all the way up there, but they are only accessible by these crossovers, and unfortunately there are no good cars that I can use in the base game. Maybe some people made them and shared them on the workshop, but I'm not allowed to do or to use anything from the workshop. So maybe in the future, where there would be an in-game car available, I'm going to put it in the streets just to make those streets a little bit more vibrant. Now over here, like I said, we are going for the Vault 402. And it's actually called Vault for by two reasons. First, the vault is actually the thing that I wanted to create for this one to give a idea that this is a bank where you can store your gold. That's why I also added in these statues over here, which are gold, just to give it a little bit more luxury. And the 402 stands for my birthday, and that's on February 4th. And no, we do not say in Holland we first come with the day and then the month instead of the month and the day. So that's it. So it's not April 2nd, but it's February 4th. And like I said, this is the biggest gift shop I built so far by adding in all 4 shops and 2 gift shop counters over here. So we got Just a Memento, we got Splash Emporium, we got the Looney Balloons, and we got That's Fantastic, all within one building. Next up is, and maybe you guys know some Japanese, and correct me if I'm wrong, I searched it up online, but that image over there should say onsen, or with other words, hot spring, and that's what I created for this this building over here. Because what is better after a long and hard day, you walked so many miles within a theme park, you got an opportunity to go and relax, and that's within our spa over here. So we got changing rooms over here, we got the body dryer, and then I created a small indoor spa. So if you want to retreat from all the things going on within a busy theme park, this is the place to be. And this is actually the first swimming pool that I put in Willow Grove. Not quite sure if I'm going to add more swimming pools for this one, but this is definitely the first one. And I think this connects very well with all the other Asian things that I put in this Neon District area. Now we're going all the way over here. There's not much to see over here. This is just a walkway, but I also themed this area over here again with some Japanese. And correct me if I'm wrong again, but this should be water, rain, and fire. And there's also one over here. But forgive me, I have no idea what this one was. So maybe it's spelled incorrect, but I'm not quite sure what this one was over here. But at least the front side says that this is an onsen. Now we're going for the Have a Blast attraction, which is the third indoor attraction for this area, and we need to use the crossover over there, so I'm going to rush on over to this side. This is actually I aspired this outside of this building as a cinema, so I wanted to create a cinema look with some billboards on the side, but also with a ticket counter in front of it. And let's just go ahead and ride this. I'm probably not going to ride this one. I'm just going to show you guys the inside. And it's actually quite busy in here. It's just a bump and derby attraction, but it is quite busy. So let's just see what this inside looks like. Like I said, it's just the bump and derby attraction, which I called Have a Blast. And I called it Have a Blast for a reason, because there are just some aliens shooting on the inside of this building. I would also like I said in the beginning of the video, I always attempt to make sure that you can see what's going on inside a building, or vice versa, when you would be inside a building, that you can actually see what's outside of that building by creating some gaps or some windows, or in this case I put these fences up here, so that you get a nice look on what's going out on the outside. But if you use the exit over here, you would also have a view on what's going on the inside for this attraction. And I think that should be it for the daytime tour. Like I said, this area is mostly amazing at night, so let's just go ahead and switch to nighttime to see what we can see at nighttime. Let's just switch it to, let's say, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. And let's get back into that guest POV map, because this is when the city comes to life. And like I said, there are over 100 of those video screens in this area. And there are tons of light elements, lights, different types of lights, different colors of lights. And that's what this place makes. Wow. And that is what this place. No, that's so bad. You know, that's what's make. Nah, I can't find the right words. What's this? And that is what this place makes amazing. Now, there you have it. Wow. Now let's just go ahead and see how this plaza looks, because like I said, the murals look mostly amazing at night. And we also got the China food mural over here. And I also on purpose not brightened the F and the D in this one. And that's a small little detail I'm always looking for in my builds. So you got the small noodle ball over here. You got the Lost Aquarium sign over on this side. And we did not yet view our Lost Aquarium coaster viewing point. Because if you're not able to ride this attraction or too scared, you can still get a glimpse of this attraction and see how this area looks like at night or at daytime. And like I said, I use that a lot. That's probably a word I use too much, like I said. Over here you got the koi fish mural. And that lights up perfectly at night. And I love this one. I also got some arrows over there on the back of the coaster. But that's only when it's going up. So we could wait, but maybe we'll get a glimpse on that one later. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, and that's a thing that I'm always looking for, those little details. For example, the lights over here, some of those just don't, they are not on a loop, but just go on and off randomly. And that's a detail that I've been looking for within this area while I was building this. And again over here, those amazing murals with the noodle box, but also with the burger over there. Now let's just go ahead and ride the alien escape, because that gives us an amazing view of this whole plaza and this city at night. Wow, it's actually busy in here as well. Yeah, it just stopped, so let's get right into this one. I'm going to switch to the front row and I'm going to sit in the middle. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit to make sure that everybody is seated. Yeah. And I also put in 3 scenes in this area over here. First, the troopers just doing their job, preparing some things in this factory. And this is probably one of my, together with the drop tower in the back, this is one of my favorite views of this area. We got the second scene over here where the aliens are invading this factory. And this is just a small show that I put into this building. Otherwise this attraction would just be too boring, I guess. So the second one is not going up all the way. And then we got the third scene on the left side over here, where actually the troopers and the aliens are shooting each other just to save the factory. And that's why we're going up for the third time. And just a little bit higher than the second time. And again, with an amazing view of our neon district. So there you have it for the alien escape. Once you exit the alien escape, you will be entering the delightful shop over here. And this is the thing that's bothering me. All those shops come with those bright white lights, and you cannot turn them off or change those lights. If I'm incorrect, just let me know, but that's the thing that bothers me. There's too much light in here. And what we also got in this area is a second level seating over here, which also provides a nice view of the area and the plaza over here. And some additional seating for the guests. Now, one little thing that I do need to show before we're going to end today's video, and make sure to download this park for yourself. It will be a standalone park because it has over 30,000 pieces, so I'm going to upload it as a park. Feel free to use whatever you want to use that's in this park, and please let me know what you think of this park. Any feedback will be highly appreciated. But there's just one little thing that's probably the thing that I like the most. It's so simple, but that is the thing I'm always looking for, is that small pip shot juice can over there, which actually drops out the pip shot juice on this mural. And there's still so many details to see in this area. That is one of them. So yeah, make sure to download it for yourself. Let me know what you think of it. I hope you liked this tour. I'm sorry for the struggle sometimes with this tour. I'm probably not the best tour guide that you guys could get, but I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Give it a like. It was a small area, but I think it's worth it to make a mini tour of this video or of this area. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Definitely stay tuned for the rest of the creation of my Willow Grove park. So thanks again. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.